everyone, it's Donna here from Donna's Creative Corner, and I am back today with some vintage linen and lace and trim bundles. I finally broke down and I'm going to start to sell some of my vintage linens. I have 5 lots today. They are all $20 a piece. Each lot contains 2 kind of fabric type linens, 3 antique collars, and 15 different trims. So let's get started. Lot A, the first 2, the fabric part is the same in all 5 of the bundles. The first piece is a white linen, I guess napkin. It is 16 inches square. It has embroidery around, or not, well, it does have embroidery. Come on. In one corner there's a pretty embroidered flower. This, I was going to say it looks to be hand embroidered, but maybe not. And then crochet around the edge. That's in all 5 of the bundles. Also in all 5 of the bundles is this pretty net embroidered lace. It is 16 inches by 23 inches, so you get a nice big piece of it. And it has really pretty thick, is this the right side? No, this is the right side. Pretty thick embroidery. This is really dimensional net lace. So that is in all 5 of the bundles as well. So I'm not going to, I'll just breeze through that part on the other ones. In bundle A, the 3 collar pieces are this one piece here that is already that beautiful antique color with the net lace along the bottom. So that's the first of the collars. The next collar, this one is a bigger piece. Actually, this is more of a yoke, or the front of a garment. It has net lace in the center of it. I'll come down so you can see. It's a fairly large piece. Very pretty. This is also that beautiful antique color. And this is the top. It's like a bodice piece. So that's in bundle A. And also in bundle A is another, this looks, I don't know if this was a cuff or just a kind of a doily piece, but it's very delicate. So those are the 3 clothing pieces in bundle A. Now the laces. Some of these, and this one especially, has some age staining on it, but this is an insertion lace. Most of the lace part is, I try to put a yard or sometimes more depending on how much I had. For the most part they're a yard. Some are slightly less, some are slightly more. I want to come down so you can see the detail on that. It's kind of an eyelet in the center. Also in this bundle is this wide white lace. It's kind of an Alençon floral. It's probably about 3 inches wide. There's a piece of this very, very delicate, I believe this might be a Valenciennes, a French lace. Very, very soft, very light. So good sized piece of that. There's a join right there. This is a linen, and I guess this is the right side. Linen at the top, and then this beautiful, not sure what kind of lace that is there. It's very pretty. Got it's probably not a whole yard of this, but nice piece of it. There's a piece of this really dainty little lace. There's a good pile of that. Here's another delicate lace here, very soft. Good sized piece of that. This one here, I don't know if you can hear my dog. She's laying down next to me and she is snoring like I don't know what. This is gorgeous. Look at that. Look how delicate that is. There's also, I believe this is a Valencian lace. There's at least a yard of that one. Can you hear her? I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but she's snoring like crazy. This gorgeous Alençon lace. Already that beautiful coffee stain kind of color. Here's a filet lace. I'm sure there's at least a yard of that one. Depending on how much I had, I just put the whole piece in. I didn't measure any of these. This is really, really delicate and fine. Light as a feather. Gorgeous. It's probably about 3.5 inches wide. Another Valencian lace. Very delicate. Another insertion lace. Pretty pattern. This one's white. Quite a bit of that. Almost done with A. This gorgeous lace. Oh, it's like clover, 4-leaf clovers. That's very delicate also. Quite a bit of that. And then probably a bobbin lace. It's really pretty. And quite a bit of that. So that is lot A. Lot B. The first two pieces are the same. The napkin with the embroidery and the net lace, same size pieces as well. In this bundle, come out a little bit, the clothing pieces in this bundle are this, it's the wrong side, kind of a yoke with the net lace up here, and then I'm not sure what kind of lace that is there. Nice piece. My dog was, at first she was chewing on a bone, so I wanted to wait until she was finished chewing on a bone because I knew that would get picked up by the camera, and now she's snoring, so I don't know which one's worse. This is a collar piece. Has two sides like this. Very dimensional stitching in here. Then it goes around the back. And then there's the other side of the collar. That's a second piece. And the last piece in B is this collar piece. Very, very pretty. Come on. And this goes, it's a long, pretty long piece. It goes down to there. So that's the third clothing piece in B. Now for the laces, I'm going to go fairly quickly through the laces. They're all beautiful. This Valencian lace, this white floral Alençon lace, here's another floral pattern, very, very lightweight. This one here, quite a bit of that. It's probably more than a yard of that one. This very sheer, very, very sheer little lace, very lightweight, feather light. There's this one here. This one here is really pretty. It's like a fleshy peach color. Very pretty. Yeah, this is the right side. There's quite a bit of that. Got this one here. So might be, I don't know, a bobbin lace maybe. Here's another one of the very delicate, dainty little laces. Slightly ruffled, I think. Maybe not. There's a pile of that. You've got this lace here that you can run ribbon through it. This one is a white, but I have coffee stained this, and it comes out really nicely. And this one here is a shorter piece, but it's definitely old. Very beautiful, beautiful design. And it's probably a foot and a half maybe. Got this one here. Another kind of floral pattern. You can probably run ribbon through the top part there. This one has some tatting in it, a small piece of tatting. And it's all folded over a little bit. I love tatting. I love using tatting in my journals. A couple more pieces. This one here, and this one here. This one's really pretty. Oops. Really pretty, delicate. So that is lot B. Lot C, again, has the same two pieces, the linen and the net lace. The collar pieces in lot C are this one here, has a little bit of ruffling around the edge, and then this beautiful design here. I don't see any damage on this one. It needs a good pressing. So that's one of the collar pieces. The next one, well, this is, I'm not sure what this is. If this was off of something. It's got the lace on both sides, and then kind of a trim down the middle, and then an edge. That beautiful antique color. This is the center part of it, and this is the edge part of it. So that's in lot C. And the last collar piece This is really old piece here. Oh, beautiful. So that's the third collar piece in lot C. And the trims has this piece of eyelet trim, white eyelet, piece of that. There's this narrow trim here, floral pattern. This Valencian lace. They're gorgeous. Love those. Got quite a bit of that. Another piece of that really, really delicate, lightweight little lace. Here's another, this was in that last bundle as well. Very pretty. Quite a bit of that. A piece of, this might be a bobbin lace maybe. Piece of that. A piece of, I don't know if this is crochet or bobbin. I think this might be bobbin as well. A wider, it's probably about 2.5 inches wide. This gorgeous Alençon lace. This one's probably about 2 inches maybe. This gorgeous piece here. I love this. So delicate. So intricate. Oh, nope, that's not gonna, too close. So pretty. It's a good piece of that. There's a piece of lace that you can run ribbon through in white. Here's another one that I guess you could run a really skinny ribbon through. Oops. This is a double-edged lace. Run pearls down the middle of that, or another small trim in a color. Here's a bobbin lace. Good piece of that. And then lastly, another, I believe this is bobbin as well. So that is lot C. Oh no, wait a minute, there's one more piece. It fell off the tray. A smaller piece of ruffled, some ruffled lace. There. So that is lot C. This is going to be a long video. I thank you for sticking with me. Lot D also has the same linen and net lace. The 3 collar pieces in lot D are this piece here. Very pretty. It's got the ruffle at the bottom. That antique color. It has, actually this one has some smaller pieces, so I put some more in it. This really delicate piece here. Look at that right there. Oh, that's gorgeous. Another smaller, little small piece. And this looks like a apron for a doll, possibly. It's got a little backing on it, sheer fabric, and it's got the ties. Huh, that's probably doll clothing. So that's the, oh no, there's one more piece in here. Oh, this is a circular piece, and this is the fabric. It's a net. It's a net lace. So that's the clothing pieces in Lot D. Now for the laces. This one has an insertion lace. Can run lace through it with embroidery and eyelet. Has this piece of ruffled, where's the end of it? This ruffled lace. Has a piece of this, I think bobbin lace. There's the end. Quite a bit of that. Here's another bobbin lace. Oh, here's another piece of that gorgeous lace that was in the last bundle. Isn't that pretty? I love that. There's a very delicate, very soft, delicate lace. Here's an Alençon lace. Here is another piece of that eyelet, white eyelet linen with the embroidery up here. Here's this one's very unusual. It's very dimensional. This is like puckered. I don't know if you can see that, but it's very tactile and sheer. A piece of that. Got a piece of this lace here, very thick. A good piece of that. Piece of this lace. I love this one. Here's a piece of that very delicate light trim. Another piece of that lace here. That one's so pretty. It's a smaller piece of this white. I think it's a bobbin lace. And lastly, in Lot D, a length of this lace here with the, I don't know, I thought it had the bumps on it, but I guess not. So that is Lot D. Lot E, last of the bundles, and then I have one more thing after this. It's a bundle as well, but it's not like these. This one also has the embroidered napkin and the net lace. And the collar pieces in this one this large kind of round piece with ruffles going all the way around it. See these little dainty little ruffles. So that's the first color. This one is quite old, quite tattered, probably tells a story. This is beautiful though. It's a little bit of staining. Where is it? Up here. Let me come out so you can see how big it is first. It's a good size collar. But the fabric on this is gorgeous. It does have some age staining up in here and right in there. This one's definitely old. But this is the fabric. Isn't that pretty? How intricate. So pretty. That's the second clothing piece. And the third, oh, there's another one of the circular pieces. Very, very sheer, very lightweight, very delicate. Then the laces in this bundle. This one here. This filet lace. This is actually a circular piece. Looks like it has hearts going two different directions. This one has some turtle lace. I love this too. It needs a good pressing. You can see these, you can see why they call this turtle lace. This looks like a bunch of turtles all in a row. So it's a good pile of that. I saved some of that for myself. It was so hard to put these together. I want to keep everything, but I have to get rid of some of it. I have to share. So there's that lace. There's a good sized bundle of that in here. This gorgeous, I call it spider web lace. It's like a bunch of little spider webs. Very intricate, very delicate. There's a good piece of that in there. There's a good piece of this Valencian lace. There's this one here. This one does have the bumps on it. There's a piece of that very, very sheer little lace. Very lightweight. There's another piece of what was in the other bundles. Very lightweight as well. Good sized piece of that. There's this floral scalloped lace in kind of a peachy skin tone kind of color. There's a piece of this Alençon. Another piece of this bobbin lace. This one has a piece of ruffled lace. Run some pearls or something down the center of that. It's a good sized piece of that. This one has a smaller piece of this, almost like a Venice lace. And then finally in this bundle another piece of very delicate Valenciennes lace, French lace. Very, very delicate, lightweight, light as a feather. So that is lot E. All 5 of those lots are $20 a piece. That doesn't include shipping. If you're interested in more than one, send me your order of preference and how many you want. That way, if the first one you don't want is not available, I can go down the list and we don't have to go back and forth. Let me get a sip of coffee here. Oh, it's almost cold. Okay, and lastly, lot F is a pile of black. It's a big pile. I'm going to show this to you individually, but you can see what's in there. In it, there is a bunch of this, I don't know, bias lace. Very, you can see the pattern on it. There's a whole bunch of that. It started to come unraveled. There's a whole bunch of that. There's a small piece of ruffled black lace. Well, it's probably about two feet or more. It's a ruffled lace. There's a good sized piece of this net. It was, I imagine this was like when they made hats with the veils in the front, the net in the front. This is probably for like a funeral. But it's net with these little fuzzy dots all over it. This is probably about a yard long and probably at least 20 inches deep. It's all crinkled up right now, but so there's that piece in there. And also in here, I'm going to try to, this is very old, it's falling apart, it's net, but it has, let me try to show a piece. It's ripped in places, but alright, let me try to show you a piece of it where it's still together. It has pieces of, see here's a rip in it, of black, tiny seed beads. Oh, that's the back side. Okay, that's the back side. Here we go. Tiny seed beads. Let me see if I can spread some of this out. Oh, there we go. Sequins, little pearl beads. I'm not sure how much of this it is. I'm kind of afraid to pull it apart too much. I don't want it to rip any more than it is. They have some of these larger flowers, some smaller ones. Got that there. Got this kind of vine going down one side. So there's a whole pile of it, and it's all tangled up. It's all, there are some tears in it, like you just saw. But I don't know what this was for. There's another one of those big flowers. But I am selling this all as one bundle for $15. If anybody's interested in this gorgeous black vintage beaded lace and veil lace, let me know. This is lot F, the black bundle. Okay, that's all I have for now. I don't know what I'm going to be doing next. I'm still going through organizing, and I need to sell some more of the vintage stuff. But for now, this is what I have. If you're interested in any of these, the instructions on how to order are down below. First come, first serve. And that's all for today. Bye for now.